Hello everyone, it's D-Sprix here, and welcome to another custom minifigure video. Now, this is the start of a series I'm working on, both on Instagram and now on my YouTube channel. And now, I'm trying to come up with a better name, but as of right now, it's called Lesser Known Spider-Man Villains. So, they are basically Spider-Man villains that are rarely ever talked about, you've never heard of, that get no recognition. But I'm building them out of Lego. I have built 4 so far, including Kaine Parker right here. Now, I will give you some of his backstory later, because I'm going to start doing that so that you guys can get sort of an idea of who the person is. But I have 3 more on the way. I'm working on a 5th one. Actually, no, I'm working on a 5th and 6th one. But there's pieces I'm missing, so I have to order them. Oh, okay. Anyways, backstory. So, Kaine Parker is the 3rd clone of Peter Parker, and he was created by Jackal, which is a clone of Spider-Man. So, after Jackal created him, he started to despise him because Kaine was deforming or it was like molecular deformation or something. He was basically dying. So Jackal kicked him aside and treated him horribly. And so then Kaine set out on his own. And this is him in his villain form. He eventually becomes the black and red Scarlet Spider. And he basically just has superhuman strength. Obviously, because what superhero doesn't these days? And now his spider sense is more developed than any other Spider-Man. So he can detect immediate danger and react to it right away. The only downside of that is it doesn't set off any other Spider-Man spider sense, but an upside to it is the other Spider-Mans don't set off. Oh no, sorry. 2 downsides of the highly developed spider sense is other spider people don't set off his, and he doesn't set off other spider people's. So now his powers, like I already said, superhuman strength and a greater spider sense. He uses 2 things: the strike of Cain and the mark of Cain. I think I got that first one right. It might be the spike or the strike. It's one of those 2 or something. Now, the spike or strike of Cain is this thing right here. What this is a giant bone spike, kind of like Wolverine's original bone claws. Well, where that comes out of is on his wrist. It just comes out right here, and he just uses it to fight. He can use it in both hands, but I only picked one. And then this orange thing is for the mark of Cain. After he kills his enemies, he puts his hand on their face and melts it. And so he calls it the mark of Cain, which is pretty messed up if you ask me. Now, how to build this figure? It is made with 100% Lego pieces, but I wouldn't call it 100% purist method. So the legs are from Antok Merrick. The hilt originally is a sand blue. I just put a dark blue there. And then the torso is from the very first Nick Fury minifigure from 2013. It was in the Spider Cycle chase. Yes. And then, there was a motorcycle outside. I don't know if you guys heard that. And then the hands I got from Iron Legion or Wolverine, or you can get them from a lot of places. And then this bone piece is from the Spider-Mech versus Venom set. Came out summer of 2018. I used an extra one they gave me. And then that's just an orange 1x1 tile. And then the cape is from Mysterio from Spider-Man Far From Home. I originally was trying to just roll up the cape to make it look like this, and I used some sticky tack. Well, that was a bad idea. Don't do that. There's still some even left over on his leg right there. It ruined the cape. I could not get it out, so I said, alright, I'll actually try to make it accurate. I had 2 attempts. So one entire cape is gone. I cut the cape in half, and I messed up on one half, so this is the other half. So what I did was, here, I'll take it off so you guys can see better, and then I'll tell you where the head is from. You might already know. Okay, so the cape, it is the right side of the cape, but I flipped it, I think. Yeah, because you can still see some sticky tack right there. What I did was I went around it, and I cut little tiny snippets with scissors, and then I cut off the bottom a little raggedy. And then what I did for these inside cuts right here is I folded, and then I cut, and then I folded, and then I cut just one line, maybe a couple, and it made it look like there were holes because Caine's cape has holes in it. So I wanted to make this as accurate as possible. I'll put a picture on the screen so you guys can compare and see how I did. And now as for the hair, I got it from a minifigure in a CMF series. I think it was Tarzan, because he had like a monkey with him. And then the head, if you look closely, you can see the remains of an A on the top. This is the head from Captain America Age of Ultron or Civil War. And what I did was, if you take off this, I used an eraser on a pencil to erase the top part of the A so that it doesn't look like an A, so there's some silver still there. And then I used a Sharpie, and it was a pretty big one, so I got lucky here. And I drew over the mouthpiece and bottom of the mask and over his eyes, because I actually originally built this a lot differently, and I thought Cain had red eyes. I'll put that picture up on here. There was only one picture I ever saw with Cain of red eyes, and I originally used Spider-Man 2099's head. But then when I looked him up again, all I saw was him with black eyes. That's all I saw. So I was like, well, I gotta find some sort of navy blue head with black eyes, and I couldn't. So then I said, maybe I could color over a head. So I did that with Captain America. I would have erased the rest of the A, but it also adds some more silver detail. There's some on the sides there too. But at the same time, it might have also erased his eyes. And the eyes were really hard to draw in there. But I think this one looks way better, and I hope you guys do too. The original design, I'm just not even going to show it to you guys, because then I'm going to hear so many things like, oh, that one was better. Well, this is what I think is better. I'm not saying it's all about what I think. It's also about what you guys think. But obviously, I'm the one who built them. But then I get to hear your opinions. And if you like it or don't like it, I can upgrade it, or I can try to do better on the next figure. You never know. Well, that's about it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And I'm not saying you have to do this. I just decided to do it with the cape. But if you're like me and now, because, okay, originally I set rules. I will never glue Lego. I will never color on Lego. Never paint it. Never, well, hopefully never break it. But I have broken quite a lot in my lifetime. Never erase printing. Well, when I watched the Lego movie and they used nail polish, I was like, does that work? And it did for me. But I don't do that anymore, because the last time I did it, I tried to erase some leaves off of a red hair piece because it was from Poison Ivy, but I needed completely red hair. It turned the red hair white. So, yeah. I don't recommend using nail polish remover. And definitely don't use sandpaper, because I tried to sand down the face print on the Lego Iron Fist minifigure back in 2012. Well, now there's scratch marks where his mouth used to be. And a day or two after I did that, I found out you could erase printing with an eraser. And I was like, are you serious? And then I tried it and it worked, so I got mad. But whatever, enough about me ranting. If you guys enjoyed the video, please drop a like, leave a comment down below your thoughts on the minifigure. Hit the subscribe button. Almost 400 subscribers. It's insane. And also, it's very nice out today. It really is. So today's a good day. I'm feeling good. Alright, peace out, guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye for now.